Well, hello everyone. Good night. Welcome to another lesson. Hi Gian, how are you? I hope you're fine. Now let's wait 1 minute, 2 minutes so that everyone would join. Hi Merve, nice to meet you. Hi Özlem. How's it going? I hope you are all fine. Good to see everyone here. Although I can't hear you, but it's good that you are here. Hi, Asya. Okay, hello to everyone. Mustafa, hi. Canan, hi. Okay, everyone is here. Now, tonight, I picked the topic, and the topic, maybe you know, it's about accents, pronunciation, and how to improve our pronunciation, how to improve our accent, we can say. Because accent and pronunciation, they are related, they are connected, okay? So in each accent, same as any other language, in each accent, we have to pronounce the words differently, okay? So tonight, the lesson is probably short, but I will do my best to teach you these kind of things about pronunciation. Because like with my students, most of the time, I have some good students in C1, B2, their English is perfect, but they sometimes pronounce the words differently, okay? So when I hear them, it's not natural to me. Now, so let's get started. So first, I told you that accent and pronunciation, they are connected, okay? So we need to choose the accent. So we have two main accents in English, basically. Maybe you know this. We have British accent, which is spoken in United Kingdom. And we have some other accent like Australian accent. And thank you, Betul. We have Australian accent, we have Scottish accent, we have Irish accent. And in each of these countries, there are some different accents also. So we have British accent, and in Britain, in England, we have like 100 accents maybe. People speak differently. Like in Turkey, we have Istanbul accent maybe, which is a formal accent. Then we have Ege accent, we have Karadeniz accent. We have all these different accents. So it's same in English also. Now, so first we need to choose the accent. Now my accent is American. I prefer American accent, but I can also speak with a British accent. Karadeniz, yes. Okay. So I love Karadeniz accent also, by the way. Now, I will give you some tips about both accents, American and British, and you can choose and you can practice. So let's get started. First, we go to British accent, okay, British accent. Now, let's listen to a podcast. I want you to listen carefully. So this is a guy, it's a podcast, and the speaker is going to speak with a British accent, okay? It's a British accent. So let's just listen for a couple of minutes and see how the sounds are, okay? Just listen.
This recording is from the British Council.
Hello? Junko Mori speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, Junko. It's Andrea here from Red Band. I'm calling about our latest order.
Everything arrived okay, right? We got the delivery confirmation at our end.
Actually, the guy sounds like Indian. I'm sorry, let me change it. The accent was like Indian. It was an unnatural accent. It wasn't British accent. This website is British, so I thought it would be British, but looks like it's not. So let's try a different recording. This is also a very good website that you can use. It's called learnenglish.britishcouncil. There are a lot of good practices, exercises you can use. Internet is a little bit slow, so sorry for keep you guys waiting.
This recording is from the British Council.
Hello, Maria. Thanks for coming in for the interview.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
Well, as you know, the company has been expanding and we have an opening in our HR department. We're creating a new role for someone to lead our training and development within the company.
Yes, I very much think that my skills and experience are a good fit for what you're looking for.
That sounds great. So, your CV looks strong, though it would be good if you could give us an overview, in your own words, of what you've been doing over the past 4 years or so.
Well, in my first job 4 years ago, I was working for a small HR services provider which offered HR services including L&D to corporate clients.
Okay, so it was only B2B?
Yes, we only offered services to other companies, not B2C.
Now, listen very carefully. The woman, the lady, is speaking with American accent, okay? So listen carefully. The lady is actually speaking with American accent, but the interviewer, the guy, is speaking with a British accent. So see if you can understand the differences.
This recording is from the British Council.
I think that my skills and experience are a good fit for what you're looking for.
That sounds great. So, your CV looks strong, though it would be good if you could give us an overview, in your own words, of what you've been doing over the past 4 years or so.
Well, in my first job 4 years ago, I was working for a small HR services provider which offered HR services including L&D to corporate clients.
Okay, so it was only B2B?
Yes, we only offered services to other companies, not B2C.
Right. And it says here you then left that company about 3 years ago.
Yes, that's...
Okay, so I think that was a good example. Now, let's get back to our lesson. Okay, so if you have any question about the recording, you can write in the chat. Could you repeat English US accent? Do you mean the recording or do you want me to say something? Because I will play the recording again as we move along, okay? So let me give you some tips so you would understand them better. Now, first, British accent. Question, okay. British accent. Now, the first tip for copying British accent is you drop the R sound at the end of the words. So you don't use the R sound at the end of the words. Now there are actually, in Turkish, the city I live in, Kütahya, maybe you know, in Kütahya, they don't pronounce the R, okay? They drop the R, they don't say the R. Yes, so Fatma Nur, I will explain the differences, okay? Yes, I will tell you what the differences are. So first difference, in British English, you don't say the R, okay? But in America, we say the R. Example, in words like here. So the word hard, okay? Listen, my accent is American, so I would say hard, hard. Can you hear the R sound? Hard. Or work, work. or mother, mother. Okay, so this is American English, work hard, mother. But in British accent, you drop the R. So listen, British version. Walk hard, mother. Again, walk hard, mother. Okay, so you basically don't say the R at the end of the words. Okay, so mother, hard, and walk. You just don't use the R. Now, there are some when a word starts with R, like here, rock, pretty, and covering. So in these words, we don't drop the R. Only we drop the R if it's at the end of the word or in the middle of a word, like here, work hard, mother. But the word starts with an R, so you don't drop that R, you pronounce the R, okay? But one of the main differences is that in America, they say the R. In United Kingdom, in Irish accents also, or a Scottish accent, they don't pronounce the R, okay? So this is one of the main differences. Now, number 2, TH sound, okay, TH sound. Now, this is a little bit difficult for Turkish people to say because we don't have this letter, we don't have this sound in Turkish. So it's difficult. Now, a tip for this one, it's actually, so first in British, sometimes we replace the TH, okay, we replace it with letters F and V, okay, in British, in some accents, like in London accents, in Northern accents, okay, Northern British accents, you replace the TH with F and with V. Now, example, the word brother, brother, okay, so here we have TH. Normally, we put our tongue in the middle of our teeth and we blow, okay, slowly. So it's brother, 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 brother. But you can replace this TH sound with V. So instead of brother, you can say brava, brava. And remember, we said you don't use the R. You don't use the R in British accent. So you say brava, brava. Now, the word think, think, think. So in Northern or in London accent, you replace this TH with fe sound. So instead of think, you would say think, think. Or Thursday, you would say Thursday, Thursday. Okay, no TH, it's fe, Thursday. Okay, so you need to practice this. So in words like teeth, you can say teeth, teeth. If it's hard for you, if you can't say TH, if you can't say teeth, just replace this TH with F. You can say teeth. Thanks, thanks. Bath, bath. Okay, brava, mother. So this was number 2. Now, okay, now some words that I have prepared for you. I will read them in both American accents and in British accents. So first, UK, British, vitamin, vitamin in British accent, vitamin in American accent, vitamin, vitamin. Vitamin, British, vitamin, American. Next word, su in English. So in British, we say water, water, water. You don't say the R, water. In America, we say water, 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 water. Next one. In British English, we say schedule, schedule, okay, schedule. In America, we say schedule, schedule. British schedule, American schedule. Next word, British accent, advertisement, advertisement. American accent, advertisement, advertisement. So advertisement and advertisement. Next word, mobile. In British accent, mobile, mobile. American accent, mobile, mobile, mobile. Next word, niche. In British accent, niche, niche. American accent, niche, niche. Often, often. In British accent, we say often. How often? In American accent, we say how often. How often? Next word, herb. In American accent, herb, or sometimes they say herb, herb, herb or herb. Now in UK, they say herb, herb, no R, herb. You don't say the R, you say herb. Next word, privacy, privacy. In British English, they say privacy. In American English, they say privacy. Privacy, privacy. Now, next word, in British, they say neither, 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 or neither, okay? But in United States, in America, we say neither or neither, neither, neither. So you realize that in America, we add the R, neither, neither. But in UK, you say neither, neither, or neither, okay? Now, if you have any questions so far, please write in the chat box. Teacher, which accent do you prefer? Jihan, I prefer American accent, but I also love London accent. Okay, I also love London accent, which I will explain in a little bit. Türkçe'de buna peltek okuma diye bir isim veriliyor. Dişlerimizin arasında dilimizi aldığımız zaman kolaylıkla yapabiliyoruz. Evet Fatma Nur, doğru. Dişlerimizi, dilimizi dişlerimizin arasına koyup çok yavaş üflüyoruz. TH sesini çıkarmak için. So brother and think. Ama dediğim gibi zor olduğu zamanlarda onun sesini F ile değiştirebilirsiniz. Yani think yerine think. Çoğu aksanlarda öyle oluyor. Now, okay. So next, maybe you know this, but in words like here, better. In American accent, I would say better, better. Why? Because in American accent, when we have two T's, okay, together, like here, two T's. So you would replace that with a sound that it's almost like a D sound. So listen, better, better, better. Or here, butter, butter, okay, butter. Bitter, bitter. American accent, you would say better, butter, bitter, okay? So when you have two T's, you can make that sound like a D sound. Better, butter, bitter. Now in British English, you have two things. Now first, you say the T, and second, you remove the R, okay? You remove, you delete the R. So better, butter, bitter. You change it with the sound, sound, okay? Butter, bitter, better, okay? So you change it with the sound, butter, better, bitter, okay? You change it with the sound. Now, in British English, when there is a, for example, here, you are a student, aren't you? So here, when a word ends with a T and the next word starts with a Y or a U, you change that sound to a ch sound. So in British, instead of, or even in American English, instead of aren't you, you can say aren't you, aren't you, aren't you, don't you, don't you. Now, this is normally in American accent, we say Tuesday. American accent, Tuesday. But like I said, when you have T and Y and T and U, you can make that a ch sound. So instead of Tuesday, you can say Tuesday, Tuesday. Aren't you? Don't you? Tuesday. Now here, normally we say what you said, but in British or even American accent, we have here, we have T and we have Y sound. So you can say what you said, what you said, what you said. Okay, what you said was mean. What you said was mean. Okay, so this is a very good one. Now, if we have a D, okay, and then we have a Y sound, D and a Y, so it makes a J sound, J. So instead of did you can say did you, did you, did you do that, did you go to school, did you read, did you call your mom, did you, okay, did you, or anything else that ends with a D and starts with a Y. Okay, you can replace that sound with a J sound. Did you? Did you? Okay. Now, another thing, W. Now, W sound. Most of the times, Turkish people pronounce this word like a V. But this is wrong. This is not right. This is wrong. It's not a V. It's a W. And the sound is different with a V. So instead of V, you say wa. Listen. Wa. Wa. So it's not when, it's when. It's not water, it's water. It's not where, it's where. Where, why, with, wa, okay? Window, window, okay? Just look at my mouth. Window, window, with, why, where, when. Okay, so this is the W sound, and it's different with V sound. Okay, you shouldn't pronounce them like they are not same, they are different. Now, next one is the ED sound. Okay, most of the times our students, they can't pronounce these words, maybe because they haven't been taught. Now, before I start this, you can't see my mouth? How? So, you know that past simple, for verb to, fiilin ikinci hali, we add ed, okay? But we don't always pronounce them the same. So, there is a grammar in Turkish language, there is a grammar called fıstıkçı şahap, if I'm correct. I don't remember, but if I'm correct, I remember there was a grammar, fıstıkçı şahap. Now, there are some letters, there are some sounds, ç, s, p, k, f, and ş. Ç, s, p, k, f, ş. Okay? One more time, ç, s, p, k, f, ş. So, if a word ends with one of these sounds, okay? If a word ends with fıstıkçı şahap, that sound, that ed, is replaced by a t, okay? By a t. Example, let's see. So, here, the word ask. So you add ed, the ed is t, asked. Or the word watch. So it's not watched, it's not watched, it's watched. Another one. Kick. So you add ed, it's kicked. Watched. Asked. Okay, asked. Now, next one. Let's see. Now, if a word ends with e, okay? If the word ends with e, example, like, okay? You just add a d to it, but it's again liked. I liked. Why? Because the last sound is k. So if the last sound, the last letter is k, or the last sound is k, you pronounce it t. Liked. I liked. Okay, now, some more examples. Do we have some more examples? Yeah, laugh. Laugh'in sonu p ile bitiyor. Laugh, f ile bitiyor, pardon. So laugh, laughed. It's not laughed, it's not laughed, it's laughed. I laughed. Next one. Okay, wait a second. It's here. So, if a word ends with T or D, if a word ends with T or D, so the sound would be ed. Example, wait. At the end of wait, we have T. So it's waited. I've been waited. Okay, I've been waited. Or he has waited for us. Waited. Now, land. At the end of land, we have D. So landed. So if a word ends with T or D, kelimenin sonu T ve D ile bitiyorsa, the sound is ed, waited, landed, expected. But if the word ends with ç, s, p, k, f, ş, with these letters, you pronounce it like a T, like watched, asked, liked, kicked. And last one. So with all of the other letters, you just pronounce them like a D. Example, played, normal D. Answered, answered. Now, some students pronounce this word like answer. This is wrong. It's not answer, it's answer. The W is silent, actually. Answer. Burned, burned, normal ED. Now, if you have any question, please write in the chat box. I will try to answer them. Now, 2 more tips for pronunciation. First one is ing pronunciation. ing pronunciation. Now, most of the time in American and in British accent, not in British accent, in some British accent, they do this, but in RP, in normal or formal English accent, they pronounce the G. But in American accent, most of the times, they don't say the G. So, example, the word playing. In American accent, you say playing, playing. The word walking, you say walking, walking. The word reading, you remove the G sound. You say reading, reading. I'm reading a book. I'm reading a book. Okay, I'm reading a book. And, okay, so I guess that was it. Now, I want to write a sentence. I have, or let's say, I want a bottle of water. So first, in British, so I said the R, we drop it, we don't say the R. The T is pronounced, okay? So here in British accent, I would say, I want a bottle of water. I want a bottle of water. Another thing, A sound in British accent is actually an O sound. So in words like what, you say what, okay? So I want a bottle of water. I want a bottle of water. Now, American accent, I want a bottle of water. I want a bottle of water. So I said that in American accent, when we have 2 T's together, it becomes like a D sound that comes from our throat. So bottle, bottle. Okay, it's not bottle, it's bottle. Now, this was it. I hope it was helpful to you guys. You need to practice some tips. You can listen to podcasts, English TV shows. If you prefer British accents, you can watch Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders, maybe some of you have watched it already, but it's a very good TV show, and the accent which is used in this TV show is British. And for American accent, you can use Friends, my favorite TV show. Friends, for American accents. If you have any question, please write it in the chat box, because our lesson is about to finish. No question? You're welcome. I hope you learned. Okay, well, have a good night, everyone. I hope I get to see you. I hope I get to see you next week probably, or in my next lesson. Özlem says çok çabuk geçti ya. Evet Özlem, maalesef. Haftaya görüşürüz Özlem. Beklerim yine. Thank you so much. See you, Ümit. I really liked it. Okay, I'm really glad you liked it. Rica ederim Hilal. Görüşürüz. Bye bye. Have a good night, everyone. Be safe.